is the best of Reddit 2025. Welcome to Reddit on Reddit, the internet's auditory version of Reddit. I'm Nelson Allingham, joined by Michael Gambo.
And we just debated whether or not you'd done that before.
The little
We think you have.
I think I have. Nobody checked that. As far as we know, that's tradition.
We have the vibe. Because you did say, before you start, I'll do the thing I normally do.
Yeah.
And then I looked at you like, what do you know? He's like, I do the little, and part of me was like, oh, yeah. And I didn't know whether that was a memory or whether I was like, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
but something in my brain clicked.
It's one of those fake memories where, like, I've said it and you're like, that's believable enough that it could be true.
Yes.
And now is a memory that that you have done it previously. Anyway, special episode.
Yeah.
Camber, if you're a new listener, either this year or today, every year we go through the top posts of the entire year in a few different categories and kind of make it a little bit of a game for you. I didn't really want to start the show this way, but like just in the past 12 hours, something crazy has happened, and I feel like we just need to like really quickly, just super quickly touch on it.
Okay.
That the US has extradited illegally against international law the Venezuelan president.
Yeah. And then has been
illegitimate president, you could say.
Yes, yeah. And then has been like, we'll run the country.
Yeah, we'll do it. And they're like, how? And he's like, shrug. How do I run this country? I don't know. Anyway, it's just so bonkers, and I thought it was funny and thought it was worth mentioning on this episode because I want to ask you, Cambo, next year, how many posts do you think are going to be about Trump extraditing illegally the president of Venezuela?
It's the problem is it's impossible to tell because the way that the zone is flooded so constantly, you might be like, that's like one of the lesser things he did.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, that's like,
I don't want to put all my eggs into the illegally detain the president of another country basket.
But yeah.
When I know there's a lot more that could come.
There's a lot more international laws that can be broken, and we don't want to assume that it's just going to be this main one that people will be talking about at the end of the 2026. Anyway, all right, let's get into it. So this first part is I've just taken the top 4 posts of all time of the year.
Yeah. From any subreddit.
And I have to admit, okay, previous years I've never thought this. And I Googled after and I was still content that I had done this the correct way. But I thought that, you know what? I'm going to ruin it if I say anything. So okay. I'll go through it and then I'll tell you my thoughts afterwards. Okay. So of these 4 posts, Cambo, which one do you think is the top? This first one is from r/pics and it was by the user Dropbeat. And it said, absolute legend out protesting today, 6th of the 14th, 2025, which isn't not a real date, Cambo. I don't know if you know this, but that's not a real date. And all it was an quite an older gentleman, 102 in fact, and he was holding up a sign and it said, fought fascism in 1945. At 102, I'm doing it again. So that's one of them.
Yep.
The second one, Made Me Smile. It was in the subreddit, Made Me Smile, was by Technical95. The Bondi hero awake and recovering in hospital after saving countless lives. And that's pretty much all it was. He was in his hospital bed.
Give it a thumbs up, wasn't he?
Give it a thumbs up, yeah. He was doing all right.
I remember the photo.
And then the next one is in the subreddit Next Fucking Level. It was by I Killed Richie Whelan. The title of this one was Big Man on Campus. And unfortunately, whenever we do this episode, most of the topics are like visual in some way.
The first one is r/pics.
Yeah, r/pics. That's not a good one to do. The next one was a photo of a guy in a hospital bed. Anyway, this one was a video. And I recommend people try and find this one because this was a cheerleading routine, right? And there is a guy who I would say he's chunky.
Yeah.
He's stout.
Yeah.
In a more stout way than you're picturing.
I understand the hint you're giving.
But I will also say, like, not.
Would you describe
like stout is specifically the right word?
Yes.
Because you're like, he's not flabby.
Would you describe him as thick?
Thick. Mm-hmm. He's a thick boy.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Anyway, and so he's doing it's just a like solo routine, or like him and a female cheerleader doing this routine. She's doing flips up in the air, so he's the one like throwing her up and catching her and yada yada yada.
Yep.
And two things are like just brilliant about this. One is his focus is just so cool. I love how focused he is. He is just so in the moment, because I mean, you have to be when you're like flipping somebody up in the air.
He was like looking around the room, like, oh, what's that over there? Texting on his phone.
Yeah.
Like, dude.
Yeah. And this is at a cheerleading competition, I should say, as well. You can tell that it's like being judged and whatever. It's not like just practice or whatever. And the other really cool thing is like these epic flips that this girl is doing in the air that this guy's helping with is like spectacular, really amazing. I didn't watch cheerleading much ever, but it looked very amazing. But what's more amazing about that is how I wasn't watching her.
Okay.
I was like, damn, this dude is crushing the throwing.
Yeah. So even though she is objectively doing really spectacular gymnastics, you're like, that dude is fascinating.
Yeah, he's doing such an amazing job. He's making it look great. Like, I don't know. Like, definitely props to her because obviously there's a lot of work on her side. And I imagine quite a bit scarier for her.
Yeah. He remains on the ground.
He's like, I could drop you and I'd be fine. But
he's just like, I'm just going to throw this woman a bit.
Yeah. But anyway, I just thought that it was a really cool video. So I believe deserving of at least the top 4.
Yeah.
The next one is interesting as fuck. So last one, Next Fucking Level. This one, interesting as fuck.
Wow. Reddit needs to watch their language.
Yeah, I reckon. And it was by Extension Sun 9651. And this is just, the caption is, again, another picture. Fox asleep on my outdoor couch. Cambo, there wasn't much more to it than this.
No, I like it though.
But the best part about it was it looked like the fox was zonked out. Yeah. Like as in it had a long day at work. It's just come and like fallen onto the couch. Its arms like outstretched wide. And it was just, it had such human emotion even though it was just a fox asleep on the couch outside. So
sounds like it has the energy where you'd be like, same buddy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Is memeable, I would say. You could use that in future. Be like, I'm this guy, you know?
Okay, so
of those 4,
we have the old man protesting fascism.
Yes.
We have the Bondi hero in
Yep.
hospital giving the old thumbs up.
Mm-hmm.
We have the cheerleading routine with the dude that's locked in.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a fox asleep in a kind of a funny, relatable way.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. If you get one of these wrong, you lose all points.
So am I putting them in order?
Yeah, put them in order.
Okay, sorry,
Not just number 1. You may as well. Yeah. And because it's harder, and then because I can guarantee that you'll lose points.
So the majority of and I know this based on comments, the majority of people on Reddit are American.
Yeah.
Well,
you'd think so,
the majority of people that comment ignorantly are American.
yeah.
I know you just did the opposite to it, but people will be like, what date is the 18th? What month is that?
yeah.
Which made me think, like, a lot of time in the politics and stuff like that, American politics didn't rank.
Okay,
obviously, here in Australia, Bondi Hero, huge. Yeah. Especially because that event that happened has not happened in 30 years. Like, it's a huge notable thing, and he is an absolute champ.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering whether or not, even though I think the Bondi Hero objectively is more fascinating, whether or not the majority of Americans tear towards
something
American
else.
politics.
Yeah. Do you know, I think it was funny just on the Bondi Heroes comments. It was really funny to see. I would say a lot of the, not to lead you one way or another, but a lot of the comments were from Australians, I think. And a lot of people like, you should, like, this guy just needs everything. There was like a GoFundMe that's up to like $2 million or something, or, you know, and everybody's like, you know, congratulating him, being like, well deserving. One comment that I thought was funny was the dude was like, this guy deserves everything. Like, give him the Medal of Valor or whatever it is that I think he is currently getting, and, you know, a few other things, and give him the Brownlow and go. Which, for those who didn't laugh, is
an Australian football medal.
Yeah. It's like best on ground for the whole year AFL medal.
Give him the Oscar for best animated short.
Exactly. It's like just give him everything. Sorry, I broke your train of thought.
So I think, yes, I personally find the Bondi Hero more relevant and interesting to me, but that's my bias. So I'm going to say that maybe Reddit as a whole, bigger population in America, found the old lad protest fascism, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Bondi Hero. And then now Cheerleader and Fox. I'm going to say I will go in this order. Old man
protesting fascism.
I'm not sure if that is number one. Reddit can really surprise you. Like, it could be the cheerleader dude.
Oh.
I'll just go old man protesting fascism, Bondi Hero, cheerleader Fox. And I could have that in exactly the wrong order. Like, it could be
3 in the wrong order, I believe. Okay. We started with big man on campus cheerleading routine.
Nice.
Camper, I'm understating how spectacular this routine was, okay? I know I gushed over it for like a couple of minutes, but like, seriously, it's very good.
And it's funny, I even stated before I did my ranking, being like, knowing Reddit, it's probably the cheerleader.
It could be the cheerleader.
Cheerleader guy.
Yeah. And like, I watched it so many times as I'm doing this, because I was like, I need to see every part again in slow motion.
Yeah.
And so I just click through, you know, slowly. Then we've got the Bondi Hero.
Great.
That was number 2. That's the one you had in order. Then we had the Fox asleep on the couch, and then the protesting fascism post. So, yeah, actually towards the bottom. Do you know what I think is interesting is again, this is maybe one of those false memories, but I think when we've done this in the past, we inherently think that the political posts actually will be at the top.
True.
And surprisingly, it's not usually that.
I think last time it was like Trump being shot. We're like, oh, that must be number 1.
Yeah,
and it wasn't.
Yeah, and it was a rabbit sleeping on a couch.
Yeah,
so that's what it was about. Okay. Next little section I have is top celebrity, as in like who was the number 1 upvoted one. Now, I had some caveats with this, which was no political figures.
Okay.
Because that's boring.
Yeah.
Then, okay, so I'll read you the top 4 again. Yep. Actually, do you have a vibe of is there a celebrity that you think has stood out? Maybe they've done something recently that you think, or in the year?
I mean, there is, but on Reddit specifically, no. There's been a lot of talk this year that Pedro Pascal was in too much stuff.
Yeah.
Last of Us and Fantastic Four, and so I know that this last year, 2025, was a big Pedro Pascal, but I don't think he is really a Reddit. You know how Keanu's like a Reddit guy?
Yeah.
Danny DeVito's like a Reddit guy. I don't think Pedro Pascal is necessarily a Reddit guy.
When a celebrity engages with Reddit, you're like, he's getting some upvotes, you know? Do you know something that if I didn't see this, I might presume is up there? Yeah, go.
I would also possibly say Rob Reiner.
Okay.
Rob Reiner was murdered
by his son.
Yeah. That was late in the year, so not as much chance for that to gain traction.
I would say that's kind of come and gone now, though, maybe anyway, because I got this right at the pointy end, and I reckon you're getting upvotes in like a 5-day period, and that's like the length of time that your posts will have to be really popular, and then I was gonna say okay, sorry. go again.
Sydney Sweeney had that jeans ad.
I didn't know that one.
Oh, really? Did you miss that controversy?
Do I need to see this?
It was pointless. It was such a pointless.
Okay, right, yeah.
She had an ad for jeans, and the tagline was Sydney Sweeney has great jeans.
Oh.
And it's about how, her jeans are so great. It's why she looks so good.
Yeah.
And a lot of people said, well, that's promoting her blonde hair, white skin. Really, it was kind of a joke about her having big tits.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Sydney Sweeney's got some good jeans. That's why she's looking so good.
Yeah, okay, I see.
Anyway, it became a really pointless controversy where people do enjoy hating on Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah.
It was just kind of a pile.
People enjoy hating on everyone.
Yeah.
I found, mainly through Reddit. The one that I thought might, if I didn't have this list, that might come up is Lily Allen's album.
Of course, yeah.
Because that was a banger. That was a great time.
No, I mean, not for her.
Not for him.
Yeah, but I mean, what she went through to make the album.
Oh, yeah.
Not such a great time for her.
Yeah, not that.
The album itself, great time for her. She seems to be doing very well.
Yeah. Okay, so here are the top 4 posts. You have to tell me if you think which one you think is the top. The first one in the subreddit Sips Tea, and it was by Ordinary Scholar 202. It's titled "She Figured It Out," and there was a quote on the top of a picture of Cameron Diaz that said, "I'd rather see my face aging than a face that doesn't belong to me."
Did not expect Cameron Diaz to be one of the celebrities of 2025.
Talking about people that you don't think engage with Reddit, she's got me up there as like least engaged potentially. I don't know.
Well, because Cameron Diaz did more or less completely retire, and she was like, "I'm going to raise my family and all that kind of stuff," and then last year, she for the first time in like 15 years, she came back and made one of the worst Netflix movies. It's like, that's not the comeback.
Bummer.
Everyone loves that idea.
Wants
though,
but
the idea of like Brendan Fraser had always been seen as someone that had kind of been washed up, but he came back and had this spectacular performance and won the Oscar, and everyone's really proud of him.
Yeah.
To do like a shitty Netflix movie, I feel like there is the possibility that people wanted to be like, "Oh, that's good. Cameron Diaz has made a comeback." No,
I do always really wonder what that conversation is like when somebody approaches her, presuming somebody's approaching her, and being like, "Hey, I know you've been off the game for a while, but why don't you get back into it? Your kids are grown up. You know, you've got time now. Why don't you do it? I've got this Netflix movie, terrible script, and obviously, but you could nail it."
Yeah, and she must be like, so with Netflix movies, a lot of them are really bad, and then occasionally there'll be like a really good one. Is this one of those ones? The odds are not mathematically on our side with that one, Cameron, but it could be.
It could be. Anyway, so obviously this wasn't even about what she was in, but it was about her not having. It was quite nice sentiment. It's something genuine. There's also another person. I don't know the name, but my parents were gushing over her the other day. She was on like Homeland, and she was also on some other
Claire
shows.
Danes?
Sure.
Yeah.
But she has like aged gracefully and just let her wrinkles ride. I think that is, as the saying goes. And I appreciate that, because I feel like it should just be more common and like just let the aging process happen. It's fine. And Cameron Diaz still looks like phenomenal in this photo in particular as well. Another one from r/pics, and it was posted by Kenistod. Stephen Colbert on The Late Show last night, and it was just him holding up a sign that said, try doing something.
Okay. So not the story I was expecting.
Not what you would think.
I was expecting the cancellation of his show.
Out of everything.
Yeah.
It was just a picture. I mean, obviously it was part of that, but...
Yeah, but not the one I was picturing specifically.
Yeah, you'd think something... anyway. The next one is also in r/pics, but it was by Peters T28. Bill Nye receiving the Medal of Freedom for his dedication to science education.
Yep.
And it was him receiving the medal for his dedication to science education.
I must say, like, I enjoy the concept of Bill Nye, but having not grown up with him, this doesn't hold that much.
I'm exactly the same.
Don't know what this medal is, didn't grow up with him. Happy he got it.
Yeah.
Like that he educates people.
Yeah. I'm more of a Neil deGrasse Tyson kind of scientist, if you know what I mean.
Real smug arsehole kind of vibe.
I like the way he explains stuff better, regardless of his smugness, you know?
Someone described him as, I'm actually personified. Yeah, he does kind of have that vibe to him.
Yeah, he's got a bit of that, yeah.
But like, as if like, he is right, and he is educating you, but there's a little bit of like,
Yeah. If he wasn't so right, it'd be more annoying. But I'm like, oh, damn, he's so goddamn educational. At the same time that I hate his smugness. Okay, this last one is is in the subreddit Made Me Smile and was by Gin of the Gale. John Cena makes a reporter feel genuinely seen.
Yes. I've seen this clip.
You've seen it? Okay, yeah, great. So
finds out that he traveled a really long time to come and interview him, and then he starts asking him questions about. Is it that one?
Yeah. The premise is slightly different, but that's basically it. Yeah. The reporter says, if you could interview anyone, who would you interview? What would you ask them? And then John Cena starts asking him how far he's traveled and stuff. Do you know what? I think it's funny because it is a nice moment. And I reckon this could have been even further up the list, but I reckon you can tell John Cena's like not 100% sure where he's going with it.
Yeah.
As he's starting to talk to this guy, and then he like he ends up landing on the like, why do you do what you do, or why do you travel as far as you do and come here? And then the guy's like, I love it. I feel like I was born to do this. And it was a really nice moment. And then John Cena's like, yeah, that's the question I would ask, you know? And it was a nice thing, but I just feel like you could tell he's like kind of stumbling through it. He's like slowly getting there and he ends up doing it. But yeah. Anyway, so it's a nice moment.
The cynical part of my brain kind of goes to like, I like John Cena. I think he's a very wholesome, nice man. But celebrities that are really good with like PR, which I think he is.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've ever told this story before. This is actually technically Stacey's story to tell, but she knew someone that once met Tom Cruise. And the person that met Tom Cruise is quite a rich, powerful person. He's met a lot of celebrities in his life. Yeah. And he said he was starstruck by Tom Cruise. Yeah. And there's a line that Tom Cruise said, which is, I think, a line he must say all the time.
Oh, absolutely.
Which the person, he was in Australia promoting Mission Impossible, and this guy came up and he said, oh, hi, Tom, how are you? What have you enjoyed most about being in Australia? Yeah. And Tom Cruise shook his hand and then did that thing where he puts like his hand over the top of that again, looks him in the eye and goes, right now, meeting you. Yeah. He's like, my legs were just jelly.
Yeah. My legs would be jelly, and then I would instantly go, well, that's obviously bullshit. This couldn't possibly be. I'd call him out on it. I'd be like, how dare you? I know this isn't the most.
Have you not had a nice meal somewhere, perhaps?
Yeah. I'd slap him and then be like, how about now? Now this can't be the best moment in Australia, can it? Because I've just slapped you across the face. Give me a real answer, you son of a bitch. Anyway,
so Cameron
Diaz, Stephen Colbert, Bill Nye, John Cena.
God, none of these particularly.
Oh wait, sorry, I put some comments here. That's what I was going to get to from the John Cena post, which I just thought was really funny. First, a comment by Tufnell Andil said, "Was never into wrestling, but I fucking love this guy." And Obi Lee replied, "I'm wrestling with my heterosexuality just watching this." I just thought that was really funny. Anyway.
No, John Cena, garbage Melbourne coffee, so he's dead to me. Put him at the bottom.
Garbage Melbourne coffee? He loves Melbourne coffee.
Didn't you see that? I posted it in the Discord. He's like, Melbourne's not that good. He's like, Australia makes good coffee, but everyone was talking about Melbourne coffee. Yeah, it's fine.
Wasn't it the literal opposite? And he's like, the best place in the world to get...
No, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm getting him confused with Charlie Hunnam.
Right. Okay.
Charlie Hunnam was like, Australian coffee's good, but Melbourne coffee's not that good.
Yeah,
yes, you're right.
No, John Cena is like, he's like, the best place in the world to get a coffee is Melbourne because they're coffee people and they know how to make it. And anyway.
Yes, and he had the phrase "too milk forward," which I thought was very funny. Yeah. He's like, American coffee is too milk forward. All right, he's number one then. He's number one.
Okay. Just like that. Just like that.
I don't care about Bill Nye. He's number 4.
Boring. Yeah. Neil deGrasse, though.
I'm more of a Brian Cox guy, I think, actually.
Yeah. Well, see, I get smugness from Brian Cox.
Oh, yeah, me
too. I don't think you can be a scientist and not be smug.
Yeah,
I'm sure Bill Nye is. I just haven't watched enough of him.
I think I just like his like little bank accent.
Yeah.
The wonders of the universe. It's very fun to me.
Yeah, it's good.
So I'll go John Cena number 1.
Yeah.
Cameron Diaz number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Colbert number 3.
Yeah.
Bill Nye number 4.
Why not? Did you get any of them
Probably not, because I haven't used any logic behind any of my rankings.
Okay. Number 1 was Cameron Diaz.
Okay.
Isn't that wild?
I chose my number 2, which is spiritually actually my number 1.
Yeah.
If I hadn't have just put John Cena number 1 because of coffee.
In your heart, John Cena is number 1. Number 2 was Stephen Colbert. Number 3 was Bill Nye. Number 4 was John Cena.
Okay, so I actually had them in the right order, except for I put John Cena at the top.
Yeah, at the top.
Because of his comment.
Could have put it in the bottom. Yeah.
Which was my original ranking.
Yeah.
When I mistakenly misremembered his quote.
Yeah. Okay. This next bit I've got is who reached... I struggled with another fun thing to do. So I've gone with who reached 5 posts first out of Zelensky, Trump, JD Vance, Luigi Mangione, and Elon Musk. You know, Luigi Mangione, I was like, did that happen last year? And it was like December 2024.
Right.
But there was still things like about his trial and things going on. So he was still posted quite a bit.
Every time a new photo of him comes out in the courtroom, and everyone's like, oh boy, look at it.
Yeah.
That's a handsome fella.
Yeah, exactly. So the idea is I just went from top to bottom of posts all the way, and I put a little mark every time I saw a post about this person. Slight caveat is that they had to physically be in the post themselves.
Yeah. So it is about a law that Trump enacted didn't count.
Didn't count. Yeah, had to be them in the post. So who was... you could put them in order if you want. It doesn't totally work. But yeah, who do you think reached the top 5 posts first?
Mangione was arrested in December 2024. Is that what you're saying? Or the shooting happened in December 2024?
I think the shooting happened in December 2024.
Okay, then I think it might be Mangione, because that was everywhere for a minute.
Yeah.
So I could imagine that getting multiple posts early on, because there was the search for him, his arrest, his perp walk down the docks.
Yeah.
His mugshots.
Yeah.
When everyone discovered his thirst trap photos. Like, there was a lot of stuff.
Okay. Are you going with Luigi?
Yeah.
Luigi was not up there. He was technically second last. I only got to 3 posts of his.
Before you found 5 of someone else.
Before I found 5 of someone else. Do you want another go?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Okay. Eventually I'll get it.
You keep eliminating them, but eventually.
Yeah. Okay, the more obvious answer seems to be Trump, though we keep learning that politics...
Sometimes not so much.
Not so much, but I'll say Trump.
No.
Yeah, good. I'm actually happy about that.
Yeah.
So who we got left? JD Vance.
Zelensky and Elon Musk.
Reddit does love Zelensky. Yeah, it's great for Zelensky.
It is Zelensky. Yeah, very close, actually. Trump and Elon had 4 by the time I got to the 5th Zelensky post.
Zelensky, and I don't know whether I mean this as an insult or not, does seem like the only president that would use Reddit.
Yeah.
He's got that vibe about it.
Yeah, I think so. No, yeah, it's the nice thing is that, okay, so part of this was one of the first posts of these that I found was Zelensky, Trump, and JD Vance in that famous White House scene. Just a photo.
Yeah, they just yelled at him for a while.
Oh my God, it was just like, so I'm still crazily, I'm still embarrassed for Trump and JD Vance. Just like, you guys are just so tone deaf in that moment. Like, anyway. But yeah, it was obviously really a lot of the Zelensky posts were like positive, weirdly enough, because obviously he's going through this thing, but it's like so supportive of like what he's doing, or like him at the UN summit, whatever. And
I would say
people
Reddit
supporting
is fairly
him. Like,
pro Zelensky.
Yeah,
especially because the opposite is to be pro Putin.
Yeah. Well, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, yeah. There was another post about, again, this is why I had to make sure that they were included in it. There was one, there was I can't remember, some senator in the US that was like, can anyone here raise their hand and say out loud that Russia invaded Ukraine? And everybody's silent. She's like, that's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
They did, they did, literally. And I can't believe you're like defending them. I think that was like a long time ago now anyway, but anyway.
Well, if it was so long ago that they hadn't invaded yet, I get why no one put their hand up.
Yeah.
If they did that like 6 years ago, they're like, no, I don't think so.
What? Okay. We've since learned that woman is a witch. So...
Wait, when did I time travel to? Oh, I'm too early.
Oh no.
We never saw her again.
I don't know. I'll be back in 2025. Anywho. All right, so now I've got Am I the Arsehole segment. By the way, I imagine this might be a longer episode just because, it's best to read it. 2025. Which of these top Am I the Arsehole posts have been deemed the arsehole?
Okay.
So I was a little bit more biased here. I didn't get the very tippy top because most of the time people are virtue signaling and no one is the arsehole. So I tried to try and get some that I felt like could go either way just to trip you up. But they're definitely at the top in general. Okay, so I'm just going to read through. There's obviously 3 in somewhat extensive detail, but I will try and read through them as quickly as possible.
Okay.
So we go. Okay, so the first one. Am I the arsehole for making my sister's gender reveal cake grey because she wouldn't tell me the gender? I, 23 male, bake as a hobby, and I'm actually pretty good at it. Like, I get paid under the table for weddings and baby showers. Kind of good. Okay. Is that... Yeah, sorry, I've just, clocked that sentence. Is that how you determine you're quite good? Like, is Jamie Oliver getting paid under the table? He's like, no, I've made it. I'm good now. I've done it.
They don't want to publicly ever claim that they used me, but they do use me.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. My sister is pregnant and wanted me to make the cake for her gender reveal. Mm-hmm. Cool, no problem. I asked her to send me the info so I could prep the inside classic pink or blue filling. She says, oh no, I want to be surprised too. Just make it neutral for the reveal and we'll all find out together. I was like, huh? So you want a gender reveal cake with no gender revealed? She says she'll have someone email me the info to me later. That someone never did. Deadline comes and I still have no gender, so I make the cake. It's grey inside, grey outside, just full-on cement vibes. I even added little fondant clouds for effect. It still tasted great, but visually, grim as hell. The reveal day comes, they cut into it, and my sister looks pissed. Her husband is confused. People start murmuring. Then she pulls me aside like, why would you make it grey? That's so passive-aggressive. I calmly reminded her that no one told me the gender. I literally had no data to work with. I told her I wasn't about to guess or go full improv on someone's baby cake. Now my mum says I embarrassed her in front of the family and that I should have tried harder. Tried hard to do what? Summon the gender through vibes? So, am I the asshole for making the unusual reveal cake in history? Also, I should clarify, I actually forgot to copy and paste this edit bit. But they said they tried several times towards the end.
Okay.
Because the initial post implies I just did it once and then like,
yeah.
And they said, no, I contacted my sister again. Like, I think they said like 2 more times at least towards the time of needing to make the cake, being like, I don't have the gender. Can you like send it through to me? Get somebody to send it through to me. And still nothing yet. Okay, here's another one. This is by Late for an Appointment. Am I the asshole for refusing to change someone's baby's diaper? My wife and I have been married 10 plus years and have a few kids. Sister-in-law and her husband had a baby 2 years ago. No major complaints. They just tend to ask for people to do stuff that I would think they'd do themselves. They'll come over our house. They live an hour away, and they'll ask ahead of time if we have their kids' favorite crackers on hand. Why they don't just pack the crackers, I don't know. They are well off. Money not an issue. If one of them leaves the room, they'll ask one of us, my wife or kids, to be in charge of the baby, even if the other parent is right there, just scrolling on their phone or something. But whenever I say something to my wife, she says I'm being too much. The other day, we're having a dinner at mother-in-law's house when the baby had a poopy diaper. Sister-in-law looks at me and says in the sweetest voice, Uncle, my name, can you change the diaper? She frequently does this when we're there, but this was the first time I was asked. I answered politely, no, I'm sorry, I don't do that. You don't do diapers? No, I don't do other people's kids' diapers if their mum and dad is around. I mean, if I am babysitting, sure thing. But yeah, if the parents are around, I just feel like it's their job. Sister-in-law looks like she's ready to cry. Well, I feel selfish. I smiled to try and set her at ease. Not trying to make you feel any way, just telling you a boundary is all. The table got really awkward as she got up and did the diaper. Afterwards, my wife blamed me for making sister-in-law feel bad and said I could have just changed the diaper. Not trying to make anyone feel bad, but I've had 3 kids and I always took responsibility. I watched them, I packed for them, and I changed them. I'm not looking to be a secondary parent for this kid. And the last one is by Drake's Friend Ford. Am I the asshole for my USB killer? Am I the asshole for my USB killer frying my friend's PC after she snooped in my bag? 20 female. My friend is 21 female. I always carry a USB killer in my backpack. It looks like any other thumb drive except I stick a tiny devil face sticker on it so I know it's the dangerous one. I keep it on me because I still live at home and my parents are super nosy. If I ever left it on my desk, they definitely pick it up and plug it into their laptop to see what it is. Nelson's come in here and presumably totally fry the computer.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I had to leave campus in a rush and asked my friend to watch my bag for a bit. I ended up not having time to come back, so I just texted her to take it home and I'd grab it today. She said, cool. She gets home, admits she got curious and started looking through my stuff, finds the devil sticker USB, thinks it's my normal drive, plugs it into her gaming PC to see what files I have. Computer instantly dies. MOBO and PSU completely gone. Now she's mad at me saying I'm reckless for carrying something like that and I need to buy her a whole new setup, even though she knows she shouldn't have been digging around in my bag in the first place. I feel bad for her PC is dead, but come on, don't snoop and don't plug random drives into your computer. Am I the asshole? Okay, recap.
Yeah.
First one.
Guy did the grey cake because he didn't know the gender of
Guy did a great cake. Honestly, if I had to choose funniest, that would be the one. Then we've got changing baby's diaper, didn't want to do it. Then, for not their child, by the way. And then the USB killer.
So which, am I doing these in order again?
No, you're just choosing which is the arsehole. 2 of these are not.
I would say, the cake is... It's both. It's a bit of both. If you tried to reach out, get the gender, wouldn't happen. Well, you need to do something. Making it grey is an arsehole move.
I will say, just to also clarify, sometimes it says everybody's an arsehole. There's like different categories. Okay. This is only arsehole or not the arsehole.
But I'm saying that there is some arseholeness to what he did. Second one, is hard to ascertain without more information because the picture he's painting of these people is very selfish, but I don't think we're necessarily getting an unbiased opinion.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like saying like, oh, they always ask if we have the snacks for their kids. Why don't they bring the snacks?
Yeah.
Is something that I don't think is as malicious as, for example, is making out to be. But boundary is boundary, and that's fine.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Third one, why are you carrying around?
Don't you think it's just such an edgy teenager thing? I imagine, their early 20s.
Yeah.
Like to be like, yeah, I've got a USB killer in my bag. Yeah. Like, that's not a thing. I don't know.
Yeah. But on the other side of it, if you gave me, like, if you left a USB here,
yeah,
I'm never curious what's on your USB.
Yeah, I don't think I would ever do that.
Files you had?
Yeah. I like to think that the subtext of this is the person who's always bragging about what files they've got on the USB.
You would not believe some of these files I got.
They want somebody to accidentally plug in the USB killer. And you're like, oh, I shouldn't have gone snooping. I do have some excellent files.
Oh, which one is the asshole?
Do you want to start reverse? Is it easier to say not the asshole of any of them first?
I feel like Reddit would side with the baby diaper thing.
Okay, I'll confirm it. Can be. That one is not the asshole. Yeah.
And what I'm trying to, I do actually kind of feel like Reddit would also side with the cake guy, but also I feel like Reddit people love their privacy. So, you know.
You're tackling the two greats of Reddit's sides,
and
gender cakes and privacy.
But Reddit love their gaming PCs, and to see one of them destroyed that could trigger something.
Yeah. I feel like after every year we do this episode, we need to go into therapy. Yeah. Because getting into the mindset of a Redditor is not a healthy place for anyone to be in.
I'm going to say that for some reason they didn't think the killer USB was an asshole move. And they're like, well, they invaded your privacy, so they deserve it. And they think the guy was being passive-aggressive by making the cake.
Yeah. You're correct, Cambe! Asshole was the gender reveal cake. And, the USB one, people... I would say the USB one is the asshole.
Yeah.
As well as the guy doing the cake.
If I did have that upon my person, I don't even think that you would snoop, but I'd be like, hey, just so you know.
Yeah.
There's a killer USB in there.
Yeah, why? I don't understand. To me, that person has some stuff that would get them in legal trouble on their other files to warrant having such a... other malicious USB drive in there. It's just to me, it just seems like such a childish thing. Anyway, that's my own opinion, I guess. Okay, Cambo, we've got, I do like this round. Again, I'm going to have to read these somewhat quickly because it's, I'd like this every year. I've gone into the subreddit, Unethical Life Pro Tips.
Yeah.
You have to tell me this one you can put in order.
Okay. 1,
2, and 3. I've only got 3. So I'll quickly read them out to you. And you know what? Sometimes I think they're helpful for everybody.
I love Unethical Life Pro Tips.
Yeah. I mean, I feel I love it only at the end of the year because most of the time you're like, these are rubbish. Yeah. But the cream rises are
still money for the bank. They're insured.
Yeah. Okay. This one was by Red Queen Hypo. Unethical Life Pro Tip. To catch a food thief in a way that won't get you sued, use food coloring. It's simple. Take a jelly donut, take a plastic syringe or a baster, and take a package of food coloring. Mix together an atrocious amount of red and blue food coloring, then inject them into the jelly donut. The color will go unnoticed until the thief has their lips, hands, teeth, and possibly shirt covered in a hideous dark purple shade that will not come off for days. Not toxic, won't induce allergies, not laxatives, not even spicy. Undetectable until it's too late. Pretty crafty way.
I mean, it works with jelly donuts.
just having the jelly donut.
It needs to be something that but
It doesn't work with anything else.
Yeah, if it's like a roast chicken,
right?
I mean, I guess you could stuff it full of food coloring, but
yeah, it's much harder.
It's relying
in any other product.
It's relying very much on like it being filled with something that you could add food coloring to.
Yeah. This is relying that the food thief is not a diabetic.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's also relying on the fact that a diabetic in the office doesn't have low sugar and they desperately need some form of sugar and they run to the fridge and they grab it out and they eat it in a haste to fix their medical condition.
It is a crafty solution to a very specific jelly donut problem.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, this one's by Dido505. An ethical operative, remember the power of booing. Need I say more, Kevin? No, I like this whole post. Okay, people often forget how powerful booing is. It's not just for sports fans to show their disapproval. It's meant for anyone to show their disapproval, and it's very distracting. On college campuses, for instance, you'll occasionally have preachers or religious fanatics spouting off some potential hateful things. Some students will try to argue with them, but to no avail. Just boo them. Booing drowns out what that person is saying or doing, and there is no thinking needed. You don't need to respond to their arguments, think of counterpoints, etc. Just boo them. If you're at a protest or speech and people or the speaker is saying awful stuff that you disagree with, just boo them. Your parents start going off on a tangent about unpopular opinion they have, just boo them. Someone makes an awkward joke at work or says something intentionally weird or hurtful, don't ask them to repeat it, just boo them. Don't waste your time and energy with people who don't deserve your time and energy. Just drown out what they are saying or annoy them to the point where they have to be quiet or leave. Booing them. It's really easy. Personally, I think I am going to adopt this more and just boo people more. It is kind of a fun thing to do because it is one of those things where you can't come back from. You know?
My only gripe with this is I don't find it particularly unethical.
Oh,
booing is very low stakes.
Yeah, not particularly unethical. That's true. Okay, and the last one is by Numerous Birds. If you need a doctor to take you seriously, make up a risk factor. Okay. A big part of how doctors think is by probability, as in the most likely answer is probably the right answer. However, this inevitably results in serious issues being disregarded or misdiagnosed just because they're unlikely. To make things worse, as a result of years living in an unequal power dynamic, many doctors stake their ego on their job and instinctually reject direct suggestions from patients. This is why it's usually not received well for patients to outright say, I think it's X disease, or can you order Y test? If you are concerned about a specific thing, don't bring it up directly. Instead, look up the disease ahead of time and its top risk factors and casually add one of them into the story you tell them about your symptoms. For example, if you're in your 30s and you see blood in your stool, most doctors would assume that's from hemorrhoids. Most of the time, they'd be right. However, colorectal cancer is becoming more prevalent in younger people, and sometimes that's the first or only sign. Instead of just bringing that up, casually add in that a first-degree relative, parent or sibling, got diagnosed with colon cancer just a little above your current age. Don't make the connection for them, just bring it up and let them think that taking you seriously was their idea. Most doctors would take that as a big red flag and take your complaint seriously. Caveat: it has to be believable, and if you throw in too many, you'll sound suspicious. Source: I'm a doctor. Edit: please do not lie about symptoms, past diagnoses, or prior tests. This is a bad idea, and doing so will likely hurt you in the end. The point of this post is to help you understand how doctors think and how influencing them indirectly can be more effective than outright confrontation. Edit 2. Okay, didn't expect it to cause such a stir. It's interesting to see many women or chronically ill people resonate with the premise. Meanwhile, every second doctor commenting insists that we as doctors already test just the right amount and any more will kill you. Just trust us and you will get good care. Promise we won't get defensive. I'm sorry to say that's just not everyone's experience. And if you're dismissing that fact, you're kind of proving the point. also just love the classic Reddit brain comments that are like, but I'm a good doctor, so why would you post this in front of me? If this isn't a sign that doctors tend towards defensiveness and having fragile egos, I don't know what is. Hate me all you want. It's true, and maybe if we were more willing to admit it, patients wouldn't have as many trust issues. Okay. So
based on the number of edits, I'm tempted to put that one first.
Okay, yeah.
Because clearly that caused a reaction.
Yeah.
And I will say, this guy, a doctor himself, but I guess criticizing doctors caused a big flood of backlash. I've only ever seen this one other time. Which is because I work at the same place that records Hamish and Andy, I saw this firsthand, where Hamish made a joke about he reckons he could pretend to be a doctor for a day convincingly because he has enough ability to like look stuff up quickly that he could pass for a day. And they've never had more complaints, really? All from doctors.
Yeah.
So I have seen firsthand
the defensive nature of
doctor. Yeah. I know that we have doctors listening to this show.
Yeah.
Not an insult to you. I'm
hey,
just saying.
Zimbo. This goes out directly to you. You're too defensive. And obviously you defend yourself against that. We'll know that you're defensive.
Proving our point. I've seen firsthand the absolute flood that they got.
Yeah.
So for that reason, I will put that guy number one.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll go that number one. I'll go... The first one was about second one's about the first one's about food coloring, right?
First one's food coloring, second one's billing. And the
I reckon in reverse order.
Okay, yep. Yeah. So
I think the doctor number one, billing number two, food coloring number three.
Okay. Incorrect, Gambo. I love this. I love every year we do this because it's so hard for you to get the middle of it.
I don't think I ever have.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah. Anyway, the billing was number one. Then it was the food dye.
Really?
And then it was the
food dye's too ineffective.
Yeah, I think it is kind of a funny thing. But I guess it's more about people's like gripes or things they have to make, right? They're more implementable in the sense of like booing, you can do that anywhere. And you're like, I do hate the things people say, and sometimes I don't know how to respond to them, but I should just boo them. Yeah. Good
Makes
advice.
Sense,
And then the next one you'll be like, I hate it when people steal food. And maybe the implementation of this is not great, but it circumvents some other ones that people have had in the past of like chili and things that you shouldn't really do because you could injure the person or whatever. There can be some consequence.
I guess the disconnection I had with that is it starts with like, are you sick of people stealing your food? And my thought was, no.
Yeah, I do not have that problem.
No one's stealing my food.
Yeah. I will get to a point later on that I think maybe explains why, perhaps. Anyway. Actually, it's the very next one. Let's get into Ask Reddit. Ask Reddit. This is by Explorer77. Oh my god, no, actually I had to go to r/ask.
Oh, okay.
Because I went to Ask Reddit and I found this so fascinating. I've never had this problem before. Every single post for like, I was scrolling for like pages, were all politically motivated, and they were like, how do you feel about this thing Trump has implemented?
I remember I saw one. It's like, Republicans, how do you feel about Trump being in the Epstein files?
Literally, that would have been one of the top ones. And I'm talking like hundreds of just ones like this. And I was like, these are so boring more than anything. Like, we've stopped talking as much politics.
So what you meant to say, ask.
This was by Explorer77800. How do work from home people not get fired all the time? I live in an upper middle class neighborhood. Wife stays home and I go to the office 5 days a week for a pretty demanding job. She talks about how half the people in the neighborhood work from home and she sees them all the time outside doing yard work, standing in the street socializing, driving, coming and going, running in errands. How do these people not get fired? How much do they actually work in a given day? How do they have so much free time? I get compensated well, but I'm busting my ass 50 to 60 hours a week in an office. And these people apparently make really good money just hanging out at home. Number one, don't have food thief problems is all I'm going to say.
Yeah, that's true.
He's working from home. That's the number one reason why I prefer to work from home, Cambo.
I mean, of our dynamic, you work from home. I mainly work from an office.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I would say, having worked from home for 2 odd years during COVID,
yeah,
it makes you see how much time waste there is in an office anyway.
yeah, I think that's so true, isn't it?
Yeah. Like it's enjoyable because you do socialize, but like you are wasting that time.
You're doing way less, yeah.
Yeah, not even less. Like you're doing the same amount of work that you would at home, but when you're at home and you don't have to work, you can go and do the yard work or something like that.
Yeah. Can put my washing on. And
you are doing the same amount of work, except for like the times that you're not working. I might be, I'm catching up with someone I haven't seen in a few weeks at the office, and we're in the kitchen and we're having a chat. And maybe I've gone to go get a coffee or something with someone and whatever. All of that time is just time for you at home to do extra stuff.
Yeah, I think what's funny is I personally, and I know it's not the case for all people, but right now I only have to go in the office 1 day a week, and that one day is my least productive day. Yeah. Definitely. Like I'm not even I don't know how to be as truthful as possible here. I'm not trying to be biased in the because I am pro working from home, but I'm like genuinely I get less work done that day. And I think what's so interesting about it, it's still the mentality that people that it's just not clicking in their brain, and it hasn't for a long time. And I just think it will never for some people. And part of it is saying, so what, to the fact that people are stuffing around doing yard work or whatever, going to run errands. Yeah. The point is that does not dictate their output ever. It never has. No. Like output is different from time spent in front of your computer or whatever you need to.
If you're eliminating the car drive in and out or public transport ride in and out and whatever.
Yeah.
Like there's so many little bits that you're saving in time.
Yeah.
Like the actual work amount is, can't say universally, but often the same.
Yeah. I think just...
Yeah. And also, if you're doing the job you're hired to do and you're making the company profit, no need to fire them.
That's exactly the thing. Like, so many more people that I've spoken to are much happier after this whole transition. They're like, I enjoy my job now, and I'm not as stressed. And even things like statistics about sick days have dramatically reduced since working from home has come in, because people don't feel as stressed and take those days off where they're faking a sickie anyway, and because they can just feel a little bit more relaxed, maybe take a lighter day at home. And again, doesn't matter if their output ends up being the same. It does not matter.
Doesn't matter, yeah.
Anywho, so that was the top post in Ask. Here's the top post in Today I Learned. Today, this is by GIF95. Today I learned Anthony Bourdain called Ratatouille simply the best food movie ever made. This is due to details like the burns on Cook's arms, accurate to working in restaurants. He said they got it right and understood movie making. There's just one last sentence that I'm going to just leave until you provide any comments.
I would love to have added the amount of times I saw little rats controlling chefs in their kitchen. They really got that right.
Yeah.
That's how most of the kitchens are.
The hair pools were exactly, they were correct.
And I've been to France, and it's just like that.
Yeah.
It's just like that.
Do you know I have not seen the movie Ratatouille, and I'm okay about it.
That's fine.
I just want to I don't want to admit that to the world. I feel like I've been harboring this as a secret for many years.
Why? Because I think it'll change how people see
you. I thought people would be upset at me.
No, I don't think so.
You're really?
You're a man in your mid-30s.
It's been really stressing me out, really holding on to that. Whenever it comes up in conversation, I have to just nod. I'm like, he's on the head and he's controlling him.
Yeah.
And then people go, yeah, you've seen the movie. Yeah. You get it.
I'll give you a little hint here just in case if you want to continue faking, obviously.
Yeah, okay.
People really love the ending of the movie where the
so do I.
The critic reviews the food and he does a big speech about how critics often just criticize, but really it's about understanding and it's very nice and emotional and people like that. So
okay.
you'd be like, I love that bit with the critic where he eats the food.
Yeah.
All the memories come back and he does that speech.
Yeah.
People are like, he has seen Ratatouille.
Yeah,
That's my favorite bit too.
Could I also say, slightly controversial, but still to prove that I've seen it.
Yeah.
Hey, isn't it crazy that the final dish is ratatouille?
Yes, yeah.
And that's arguably a really boring dish in real life.
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay, cool. I will, because that's my opinion. I've never seen the movie, and I've been like, ratatouille, the most boring dish in the world. Chop a bunch of vegetables, put them in a circle.
Let's start a
splish, splash, splosh.
Let's start a side podcast, Nelson, called Movie Cheat. Where you're like, I've never seen this movie. What topics do I need to know just to bluff a conversation about?
Okay, yeah. So maybe we need to do like the top, like Citizen Kane, which I haven't seen.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yep.
Okay. Well, let's go. Let's give this a trial run. Cambo, give me the notes.
Okay, so the mystery of Citizen Kane.
Yeah.
Is
I have seen the Simpsons episode.
Well,
that probably helps.
Bobo the bear.
Yeah.
In the Simpsons episode is his sled.
Okay,
his boyhood sled.
Yeah. See, I'm going to get tripped up by saying Bobo instead of sled. This is the problem.
Why we're here, the movie Cape Fear. Mm-hmm. The Scorsese De Niro movie is just the one where the Simpsons move onto a houseboat. Yeah. And Sideshow Bob straps himself underneath the car.
Oh, yeah.
That's the movie Cape Fear.
Okay.
That's why that episode is called Cape Fear.
Okay. Yeah, good.
Robert De Niro doesn't step on all the rakes. Okay. that bit was added, and he doesn't sing Gilbert and Sullivan.
Not even one rake.
But he does strap himself to the other side of the car. That is from the movie Cape Fear.
Okay, cool. Yeah, good to know. You know, that could be just I think the crux of the podcast is that we just referenced the Simpsons episode that you could watch and get the vibe of. The Shining, that's in there.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Anyway, here's the last sentence of that. Okay, so you're like, Anthony Bourdain, he's given a lot of credit to these movie writers. Oh, it's so good. Anyway, and he says they understood the movie making of this. And then it says he got a thank you credit in the film for notes he provided early on. What? This is just him tapping himself on the back.
That movie I advised on? Yeah. They got it right. I'd hire me to advise more movies of anything.
Yeah. It's like, I told them how this should be, and they did that.
This is
therefore...
Here's a quick movie cheat for you.
Yeah.
In the movie Full Metal Jacket, there's the famous drill sergeant that's screaming at all the guys. Yeah. A guy called R. Lee Emery.
Yeah.
And he was hired originally as an advisor for boot camp trainers, because that's what he used to do. Mm-hmm. They're like, man, he's really good. Let's put him in the movie. Mm-hmm. Then for him to be like, what I did is so accurate.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy how accurate that was.
Yeah, oh boy, that was good. Yeah.
Which is what he basically did for the rest of his career.
Yeah.
Is to be like, I am an accurate boot camp.
Yeah, crazy. Okay, advice. I've got an advice one. I've got one advice and one shower thought. So hold on to your butts, everybody. Oh no, I've got two advice. Oh no. It's whatever. It's going to happen. Okay. This is the top. It's because I went to 2 advice subreddits. I just realized I didn't go to a relationship advice. Anyway, this one was in r/advice. It was by MacGent. Babysitting and mum hasn't come back. ?
Okay.
I, 22 female, am babysitting for a regular client of mine. She has 3 children, ages 5, 7, and 13. She asked me if I could watch the kids until 5:30 p.m. I texted her at 5 p.m. asking if I should make the kids dinner because they were hungry or if she had dinner plans, but I didn't get a reply. Texted again at 6:30 p.m. asking if everything was okay and still no reply. It is now 7 p.m. and I've tried calling with no response. Obviously, I'm not just going to leave these children, but I did have other plans tonight that I'm going to have to cancel. I'm more just worried for her safety and if she got into a car accident or something horrible. This isn't like her at all, and the latest she's ever been was 30 minutes. What should I do? Update. She ended up getting heat stroke.
Oh.
I made the kids dinner and I'm getting them ready for bed until the grandma can come relieve me. Thank you all for the advice. I didn't have any emergency contacts, but was able to get a hold of her work, and they let me know what happened. Once she is feeling better, I will talk to her about getting some emergency contacts. Update number 2. I'm officially relieved and paid for my time plus some. She's apologizing profusely for the whole situation, and I assured her that all is well, and I'm just glad she's okay.
Okay.
Isn't that a nice ending to the story?
It's a nice little ending.
Oh, wait. Update number 3. 21 days later, and the same thing happened, but it wasn't medical this time, just a blatant disrespect of my time. This is now the last time I'm babysitting for this family. Twist!
What a twist.
Gotta love a twist.
And that was by M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah. It's so funny. You're like, that's concerning. There's something medical wrong with. Oh, no. Oh, and you were compensating each time. Oh, that's so lovely. Yeah. Oh, nope, they're assholes. Okay. Roller coaster ride that was. Okay. This one it was in the subreddit Need Advice. It was by Cicada7. Someone used my name in a job interview. Should I call them out? Recently, a guy who added me on LinkedIn messaged to ask about my experience at my current company. I gave a polite, general response, just mentioned the work environment and work-life balance. Later, my manager, who's also the hiring manager, texted me asking if I had any feedback on this candidate. Turns out the guy told him he knew me. I was honestly shocked. We've never worked together. I just answered a few questions over LinkedIn. Now I'm wondering, should I confront him for name-dropping me without permission, or am I overthinking it and should just let it go? Would really appreciate advice on how to handle this. I think this should have been an unethical life pro tips. I like this. This is good. Just name-drop people in the interview. And there's like I only want to say like 20, maybe even 10% chance that they don't then ask that person, because most of the time they're going to ask that person. So it's not like
it depends how you've mentioned them.
Yeah.
Like if they're like, oh yeah, I work with them all the time. They know me really well.
Yeah.
Obviously
they could vouch for me. They could vouch for me.
But if they said like, oh, have you ever met this person? You're like, oh yeah, I think we've met.
Yeah.
Maybe they wouldn't.
Well, they wouldn't, you wouldn't say like, into like, have you met this person out of nothing?
Yeah, that's true.
You would, but I think that maybe to bring it up, you'd be like, oh yeah, I'm really excited to work here. Oh yeah, I've worked with X before, and I know they currently work here.
Yeah.
Blah, blah. And so maybe that's like enough to be like, oh, I'm not going to go and ask them about them necessarily. They're just sort of saying that they're excited to work here because they know somebody else that they're confident with. You might be able to get away with them not asking that person.
Now that I'm thinking about it, this could be a misinterpretation of like, this person added them on LinkedIn and asked them a few questions. So if their name came up, they're like, oh, yes, I know them. As in like, I'm aware of that person.
Yeah.
I've interacted with them briefly.
Yeah.
Just be like, oh yeah, no, I know of that person. I know who they are.
That's true. The guy just said, it turns out the guy told him he knew me.
Yeah.
Technically,
you need to know how the conversation went.
Yeah.
But if it was just like, oh yeah, no, I'm aware of that person. Yeah. Like.
Yeah, I don't know how that would be, how you would bring that up in an interview, right? Of like another employee.
If it's like
as somebody that's conducted interviews before, I'm never like, oh, when we've got Bob who does this, and like, oh, I know Bob.
Holding up pictures of like, do you know this person? No.
Yeah.
Do you know this person?
Yeah.
No. Well,
one's a murder picture. Did you do this? No? All right.
All right. You look at the police in the corner and go, not him. No. They leave.
Yeah, they nod. Cool. Yeah. Anyway, I think it's kind of funny.
But also, like, say this person's name is Sarah, and they're like, oh, so in this role, you'd be working with Sarah, who's the product manager. And they could be like, oh, yes, I know Sarah.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. That's true. You could have that sort of scenario. That's true. Yeah. Isn't that also crazy? If somebody messaged you on LinkedIn and just like, hey, what's your experience at your current company?
Yeah.
I wouldn't respond.
No. I never respond to anyone that's ever messaged me on LinkedIn.
Yeah. I always accept, I've said this before, I always accept any single request I get on LinkedIn because I think LinkedIn is such a bogus website that kind of to prove it, I accept everyone. Like, this means nothing to me. Anyway.
That's why when people are adding it, they're like, well, this guy's really showing them.
Yeah.
He's really calling out LinkedIn with this one.
I was hoping that, honestly, for some reason, I'd get more connections and I would just have like way more than anybody else. But it hasn't happened yet.
I don't think you and I are connected on LinkedIn.
Well, because I don't connect with anyone.
No,
the only person I've connected with was Stacey, because I saw her profile one day, and just as a joke, I wrote like, "Hey Stacey, I think it'd be really great if we connect. I think there's lots of like professional development that we could get done." Anyway, it was funny at the time. All right, here's another one. This is Shower Thoughts, the last one. The top post in Shower Thoughts of all time. I can't remember if we did this one already or I just saved it intending to do it. We never got around to it. This is by 0x Nova. Men's public restrooms are laid out or wrong. It should be urinal, stall, urinal, stall, urinal instead of urinal, 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 stall, stall.
Yeah, this is from one of the countries that has like primarily the individual urinals and not the urinal walls, I would say.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, we've got, I'd say.
Yeah, we have about 50-50, I'd say.
Yeah.
Because if it's a urinal wall, I feel like that needs to be in a certain
lean
place.
even more towards we've got the individual ones now.
You think?
I reckon it's becoming more common than the walls.
Maybe
the
in the
walls
fancy
seem
places you're going, Nelson. I'm going to piece of shit pubs.
You go into the train station urinals. I imagine far more cost effective than the individual ones, But I think this is true. This should how it be, because surely the plumbing's similar.
Well, my thought was there must be a reason that they've decided it's easier to group stuff, and I was wondering whether it is a different plumbing. I mean, obviously, toilet goes through the ground urinal into the wall. I don't know.
But surely that's just like behind the wall. There's just one pipe that's connecting all of the toilets and urinals together with the waste. And surely there's another pipe at the top that's connecting the water that's flowing through them to flush them. You would think that they are connected behind.
Yeah.
Surely they're not like separate.
That's a connecting thing.
Maybe it's actually just the construction of the stall doors themselves, because you've got one separating partition, right?
Yeah.
So if you had them separate, then you've got to have one additional wall per stall, because otherwise they have a shared wall normally.
Yeah. So what was their logic for why this is better?
It's so that it's like privacy. You're not peeing next to somebody.
Yeah.
Are you like looking at men's penises?
I'm saying
that. Hey guys, everybody, Cambo gave me the look that he likes looking at men's penises in the bathroom.
My point is, it's like this weird myth that guys at urinals are just looking at each other's dicks all the time.
No, I don't think it is. But I do think why not though? Like, we don't need to be next to each other.
It's fun.
Yeah. Because you like looking at men's. He gave me that look again, guys. I mean, to me, it just seems like, why not?
Yeah. I will say there are, maybe America is one of these countries, actually, countries that for some reason decide that toilet stall doors only need to be a certain length.
Yeah.
With like huge gaps.
Yeah. Why is that?
Why have we done that?
I think I'm pretty sure there was like some post on this that we did.
Fix that before you fix the next one.
That's
the one I want more privacy in.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weirder that people can see my legs.
Yeah.
Although, oh my God, I just realized I had a scenario where I really wish on the toilet that I went to, it had the bottom of the door open, because I was busting to do a number 2, Cambo. Needed to use the stall. I was at a pub and there was only one toilet as well. Oh, and then there was a female, and I was like, if this goes on for too long, I'm going to go into that female toilet, and I do not give a crap. But I will crap.
Yeah, I will leave a crap.
I will leave a crap. And so again there, it's like, it's engaged. I was like, damn it. So I went back to the table, and I was waiting a bit, and I was like, I just, like, it's come on all of a sudden. Like, I need to go. And then I went back to, like, stand in front of the door, and then I was like,
I reckon I know
it's been a while. And I pushed the door with my finger, and I was like, yep, nobody was in there that entire time.
The latch had just been turned.
Yeah. Worse though, this is the most nervous poo I've done in many years. was it just didn't have the bar on the other side of the door to lock it in. So somebody had like closed it so it's sitting vacant, but the thing was still poking out, tongue was still poking out. You could push the door, but it was flat against the door. It was confusing. Yeah. And I was like, so the toilet, I would say, is like 2 big steps, like 1 and a bit meters away from the door.
You can't reach out and press
I could not touch the door from my pooping position. And that was a nightmare.
Yeah. That's why in this situation, what you need to do is as you're pooping, you need to keep screaming.
Do you know what?
Like someone's in that toilet.
You say that jokingly. I did a lot of while I was in there. Seriously, I heard somebody, I think I heard somebody come outside. I'm like,
I got
clear my voice.
Doing this crap in here.
Clear my voice while I'm doing this burn here. Meanwhile, somebody outside was probably like, that guy's doing the biggest shit. He's trying to cover his farts with some coughing, and it's not working. Anywho, that was it. Cambo.
What a way to end a special episode.
What a way to end it. The best Reddit 2025.
Yeah.
We'll see you in the best Reddit 2026.
Yeah,
a few times between now and then, I guess.
Once or twice.
But then at that point, also.
What? Oh, yes. No, okay. I see what you're saying.
Just smile and nod.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But that's it. So thanks for listening, and we will read you later.